Welcome to the virtual wedding show, guys. We are live. So thank you for joining us today for the virtual wedding show. I first would like to thank Alpine Ponds Event Center for sponsoring this session today. Without their help, this event would not have been possible. I would also like to thank Idaho Tints and Events as well as IBL Events. Now, I'd like to remind everybody that we are recording these sessions today. So if you missed someone you really wanted to see, you'll still have that opportunity. Presenter contact information is also listed in the event schedule for everybody. We do have a Q&A available for brides. If you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature, and we will be answering all of the questions by the end of each presentation. Last item of business is, in an effort to keep us on time today, I will be coming back on the screen with about 5 minutes left, and I will help to answer any questions and prepare for the next presenter. Now, without further ado, Carrie with Alpine Ponds Event Center.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Alpine Ponds Event Center and our virtual wedding show. We're going to go through a couple slides here and just give you a quick idea of what Alpine Ponds is all about. So as you can see, this is a great photo op here of our first picture with some large ponds and a bridge in the background. We are noted as the most flexible event center in the Treasure Valley. So what does that mean? What happens is here, it's basically a do-it-yourself venue. You can have basically your own food and catering, your alcohol, and basically design the venue how you like it for your wedding day. Or you have the option to let us do it all for you. So that's why we are called the most flexible event center around the area. Going through our venue information, it'll tell you, it says here that you can choose each and every aspect of your wedding, from what type of chairs you'd like down to the linen colors. Once you decide what you would like, we set everything up from the tables, chairs, tents, dance floors, linens, lighting, etc. And at the end of the night, we'll take it all down for you too. So that means you can basically come onto the venue on your wedding day, and we will have everything set up for you. And at the end of the night, you don't have to worry about hauling it all out there. We will do it for you. That sounds great, huh? Okay. Going on, you'll see in this photo also on the left-hand corner, you'll see a lot of bistro lights there. You can design a bistro light package here at Alpine Ponds if that's what you would like. So we offer lighting packages, we offer DJ packages. We also rent different types of chairs, so depending on what type of chair you'd like, we use vendor Idaho Tints and Events, and we would give you that kind of chair that you'd like. You'll see in the picture some of the rustic style looking chairs. Those are wood chairs, but we also have more of the Chivari chairs. They have crossback chairs, so depending on what your style is, we'll make it fit to your style. Okay, these are the most frequently asked questions, and if you guys visit our website, you can basically also look at these on our website. So yes, you can bring your own food and alcohol. The only thing we can't do is you can't sell your alcohol without hiring a special bar service company that has a license to sell alcohol. So, but yes, you can bring your own. Do you need special event insurance? You do. We make it super easy. We give you a link to fill out the form. You just need to have the proof of event insurance 10 days prior to your wedding date, and this insurance link allows you to get it very easily. It's based on your guest count, and it runs about $1 per person, so it's real simple to get. Can you do your own decorations? Yes, you can do your own decorations, but you can also have us do them, so that is your choice. How long can I have my music go? So we allow you to take the venue from 9:30 in the morning to 11:30 at night. But the music does go off at 10. So usually around 9:55, the DJ will say, hey, we're gonna play our last song here. And then if you'd like to have a send-off, we do allow sparkler send-offs. You can have bubble send-offs. And then that gives you a chance afterwards for family to kind of clean up, and we come in and help. And then, yeah, be out of there by 11:30. And then how do you reserve a date with us? So our reservation process is super easy. We require a deposit of $750 along with an electronic contract. So we do everything electronically. You can pay online, you can view your carts online, all of that. So there will never be a question on, you know, what you're getting from Alpine. In regards to our pricing, it just depends on the size of your group and the day of the week. But to give you an example, a group of 100 people or less would start with the base price of $1,800 for a Saturday and $1,600 for a Friday or Sunday. All the rentals, tables, chairs, linens, they're all priced individually in addition to the base price. So everything is kind of a la carte. You can come in and pick and choose what you like and what you don't want. For example, if you don't want tents for the day and it's going to be a nice day, unlike today, we're having a wedding today and we're basically fighting the rain and wind all day, but we've got some tents set up them. We're going to make sure it happens. So you have that option. If you don't want the tent, you can do bistro lightings. If you don't want a certain type of table, we go to this table. So it's really a cool feature that we can do everything a la carte for you. And then when you get your final guest count, we also adjust that guest count for your tables, chairs, and linens. That way you're not paying for something that basically, if you have 100 guests and only 80 are going to show up, we're going to convert all those chairs, tables, and linens down to your 80 guests. You're not going to pay for that extra 20. Again, we handle all the setup and takedown for you. And we also organize and coordinate your rehearsal on the Thursday before your special day. So what that means is you'll come in on a Thursday before your wedding, usually in the evening with your wedding party. We have an event representative that is included in the base venue price. That event rep will get to know her, and then she'll run your rehearsal for you. So you don't have to worry about that. She'll organize your wedding party. And then the day of, she's here all day with you to just help out and organize and make sure everything goes right. Our maximum capacity is about 200 guests. We can kind of give or take of that just a little bit. And there's plenty of parking for all of that. And this is our pricing example. So I know it's hard to see, but I just wanted to give you a tiny example of how things are set up. So we go through like our venue, and then we go through our tents and chairs. So if you want to call and request a quote, all you have to do is fill something out on our website. Let me know how many guests, what day you're looking for, and I'll send the whole pricing
Carrie will be right back, guys. Carrie, you were talking about your bridal suites, I believe.
Yes. Did that cut out after that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But you're still good.
Okay. Yeah, so we have a bridal suite on site, and let's see if we can find that back for you guys. It has AC in it and a big mirror, and it's great to take some when you're putting on your dress inside of our bridal suite. So there we go. So yeah, and we've got that great looking couch in there. So yeah, we do not have a groomsmen area though. If those of you are asking, we do have a patio area for them, a pergola patio area that they can kind of hang out in and get dressed. We do have bathrooms on site. So we have 2 women's and 1 men's bathroom. And it's just a fun day here at Alpine Ponds. So I hope you can go online and just request information again. You can book a tour, and we'd be glad to show you around. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, let us know. We'll kind of gladly answer those for you.
Carrie, when you say you're the most flexible event center in the Treasure Valley, what do you mean by that?
So a lot of places require you to use their own catering, and they require you also to use their own like bar service, and they don't have the flexibility of having the type of tables and chairs that you would really want. So at Alpine, being flexible as to, let's just say you want to set up a bar service, you can bring in a keg of beer, you can bring in wine bottles, you can bring in mixed drinks. We have great tubs that you can just throw in like waters and juices and sodas in if you want. Like I said, the only thing you can't do on your own there is just sell your alcohol. So, but you're allowed to bring that in. So it's a cost savings to the couple when you guys can do, if you're going to have alcohol at your wedding, it's a really big cost savings to bring that in on yourself. And same with the decorating. The decorating is also, it's very green and beautiful and luscious out here. We tell you guys leave it simple, so it kind of saves a little bit on that. And then we could also do all your decorating for you. We send you to one of our event representatives that has their decorating business, and we can do it all for you. We have a lot of out of town, out of state brides coming in, and they don't want to hassle bringing in any type of decorations. So we just let them you know, hire a decorator to do that, and it works a lot stress-free for that day of.
Do you have preferred vendors that you work with at Alpine?
We do have a preferred vendor list, and you can find that on our website. And also when we do our tours, we give out a lot of the pamphlets that has our preferred vendors in it. And it's not necessary that you have to use the preferred vendors. What it does work though is we know that they're going to do a great job. We know where they can set up, and it just makes it an easier time for them just to come on board and just know what they're doing. And they're the best in the industry. That's the way we feel. We're kind of prejudiced against that, about that. We like that. So yeah, the preferred vendors, like you said, you can find them on our website. And we also have others that are on our website that we can refer you to. So it can be a one-stop shop. And on the invoice, and that's what we do. If you decide to go with a DJ service, decide to upgrade on chairs, tables, all those linens, it goes on one invoice for Alpine Ponds. That way you don't have to worry about separate deposits or separate liability out there, insurance on each of those vendors. It just all goes through Alpine, and it all gets itemized, so you see exactly when your invoice comes over. And also, as your planning moves along, your invoice could change. So if you're booking a year in advance, and you're thinking something now and it changes within that year, we just go ahead and we update that invoice for you. We delete that item if you don't want it. We add an item if you do. And then we always send you a copy of that. So you always exactly know what you're getting at Alpine Ponds.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Carrie, for being part of the virtual wedding show. And also thank you for being our session sponsor for the event venue session.
Okay, thanks, Amber. Okay.
Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. This is the next
Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us for the virtual wedding show today.
Hi, everybody.
Just a couple of housekeeping items here really quickly. This is technology is great sometimes. So our schedule of events today, thank you so much to Alpine Ponds Event Center for sponsoring this breakout room. Just a couple of other housekeeping things. I would like to remind everybody that we are recording all of these sessions today. So if you missed someone that you really wanted to see, you will still have that opportunity, and presenter contact information will be available and is available currently on the event schedule for everybody. We do have a Q&A available, so brides, if you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature, and we will be answering all questions by the end of each presentation. And then the last item of business is, in an effort to keep us on time today, I will be coming back on the screen in about 5 minutes, and I will help answer any questions and prepare for the next presenter. Again, please use that Q&A box if you have any questions for the presenter. And now, without any further ado, Joe and Stephanie with Underhill Garden. Welcome, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Thanks for joining us. Hi, my name's Joe Critchfield, and this is my wife, Stephanie. We're the owners of Underhill Garden. It's the Idaho's oldest but newest, most unique wedding venue. And what we've done today, due to the weather, we knew rain was upon us. So we did a recording yesterday of a nice tour of our venue, just for your viewing pleasures. And if you have any questions, feel free to use the box, as well as we'll address some questions afterwards. So enjoy the video.
Enjoy.
And welcome to Underhill Garden. I'm Stephanie Critchfield, owner of Underhill Garden, and I'd love to take you on a quick tour. So this is the grand room. This is our first space. It's beautiful. It's got lots of history included in it. All the rock that you see, both indoor and outdoor, is actually from local quarries all over Idaho. The marble that you see on the floor is actually from the Capitol building when it was being remodeled. Lots of different things that we can do with this space. Big open floor plan. We've had lots of different things happen down here. We've had live band set up. We've had DJs. We've had dinner tables, cocktail hour, whatever you need it to be. And then I'm going to take you up here. So just around the corner is our full bar. Underhill Garden offers a full bar, beautiful oak bar put in by Indian Creek Winery. Funky lounge seating, perfect for any guest or party. They take beautiful pictures. with the bar, you also get one of the most perfect parts about Underhill Garden, the views that you get at all angles. Let's go over here. I'm gonna take you over here and we're gonna go look at this spot. Now I'm gonna take you to the last space of our first area. In this area, we've had caterers set up, we've had small business meetings in here. This area is very versatile for whatever you need it to be. And now I'm going to take you outside to our first outdoor area. Wow. This area is one of my favorites. It's huge space, but a little bit more intimate because of the tiered levels of it. We get lots of shade in the afternoons from the hot sun, from the big trees. The beautiful foothills are in the background, perfect pictures, very Idaho here. Large stage, perfect for any DJ, dancing, whatever you need it to be. Way is on the 14th tee of Shadow Valley Golf Course, offering beautiful views, perfect for any ceremony or backdrop that you need. Hartsway offers 4 levels of huge area. 1, 2, 3, and 4, offering much space for any party that you need. Down here we've had tables and chairs set up. We've also had jumpy houses for the kids, big yard games, anything that you need.
Hi everyone, my name is Kayla and I'm the coordinator here at Underhill Garden. Stephanie took you on the tour of our first level, inside and outside. Now I'm going to take you into our bridal suite and to our lower levels. So come follow me to the bridal suite. We're right up these amazing stairs. This is such a wonderful room. Everybody loves it. You've got beautiful natural lighting, bars to hang all of your dresses, as well as, every girl loves this, the fantastic vanity with great lighting for getting ready. A steamer is included in here. This space is wonderful for getting ready and hanging out with all of your friends and creating memories before the big wedding day. I'm going to take you to the lower level of our venue. Let's go. The history doesn't end in this building. We've got original stained glass, wood from Barber Park Dam from years and years ago. This space is so much fun because we have a projector and a screen that you're welcome to use for any of your events. Right now we have it set up for an event we have this weekend for a group barbecue that wanted to use all of our games that we provide. So this is a fun feature of this room. We've got an amazing photo wall that you can take pictures. For example, we have our photo booth set up here. You can decorate it however you want and use it for all of your friends and family to take pictures with. Now I'm going to show you to the second area of this space. So this is the largest space we have on the menu as far as indoor space. My favorite spot in this place though is this amazing fountain. Had people put flowers in the bottom of it and use it as their background when they were getting married during their ceremony. So this large space here can hold up to 120 chairs, 60 on each side with a row for the beautiful bride to walk down. You can also set it up for a reception and have multiple tables in here, or even have it for games like we're having for this weekend's party. One of the other things I want to point out is the beautiful stained glass windows. They bring in such beautiful light during the evenings and just really accent this room. Now let's go to my very favorite place in this whole venue, the last outdoor space. Welcome to our largest outdoor space. This is Underhill Garden. Here you have a beautiful pond with lily pads throughout the year, an amazing bar, outdoor bar that can hold lots of alcohol and beverages. We love that alcohol. Out here we have trees lit up with lights for beautiful ambiance. You can set tables and chairs up throughout here. You can also do your ceremony if you want, or reception. Lots of people have done cocktail hours out here. Out here, the beauty is endless. You have 17 fruit trees that make for great pictures. You have the foothills all in your background. This place is covered in shade throughout the day, so it doesn't get too hot out here. Our gazebo. It's wonderful for live music. You can have your DJ or bands out here, and you can even use it for a ceremony if you'd like. It is all hooked up with all the power that you would need as well. Down here, it's endless beauty. We have a 100-car parking lot with stadium lighting, so your guests can always find their way into their cars. Let's take you down here. We have a fire pit down here. Over here we have an amazing place for ceremonies that I'll show you in a second. You can set tables and chairs up for receptions out here. And there's a close-up of the gazebo that you can use for live band ceremonies or DJs. Over here is kind of like a secret garden. You can set up over 300 chairs, so there's lots of room for all your guests. So this area here is like a secret garden. We can fit over 300 guests in chairs here, so imagine a ceremony in all of this beauty. Thank you guys so much for touring Underhill Garden with us.
We would love for you to come out and book a personal tour so we can show you what Underhill Garden has to offer your event. Contact us here at this email.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
All right. Well, that was the video that we had prepared for you guys for your viewing pleasures. the whole point of why we decided a couple years ago to purchase this property is we wanted to do something that just we haven't really seen out there before, and just take my wife's visions along with my little weird creativities, and we wanted to create an experience that was more genuine and more aligned with other people's goals of having the best event of their lives. And for that, we packaged our prices the way that we feel is most accommodating to each individual. We don't subject you to utilize any of our vendors. We are strictly space. With every rental cost that we have with our venue space, we include tables and chairs, as well as Kayla, as you've met on the video. She will be the on-site coordinator, which is beyond and different than your own wedding coordinator. She is just here to make sure that things are just running smoothly on behalf of Underhill Garden.
Or she can also plan your whole event for you. She is great. She knows the space, the overview of everything. So she's a great addition to the team of Underhill Garden.
Absolutely. We have partnered with Brigade Events as well. So if you're looking for that additional experience on top of the space that you're already renting, Kayla is great at helping you strategize on different areas of creating that wonderful experience you're looking for. So are there any questions thus far here that we can help answer?
Joe and Stephanie, do you have preferred vendors that you like to work with out there? Or I know you said that you have flexibility with vendors, but are there some that work better out there or that you've used out there that you would recommend to people looking for at Underhill Garden?
So good question. We actually have worked with a few vendors in the Valley that we know and trust and who do a great job. So if you're looking for someone for a referral of someone, we can absolutely throw them your way. They know the kitchen, they know the bar, they know everything about the place. So yes, we can actually throw out, we have it on our website, preferred vendors. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And something that sets us apart a little different than other venues as well is because of the flexibility we have, we allow until midnight. Loud music within the building structure and outside until 10 p.m. But we want to make sure that we don't cut off your fun experience by 10 p.m. because that's in my opinion, that's when fun begins. So we are until midnight as well. But we suggest that you book a tour with my wife, Stephanie, and then that way we can kind of walk you through the whole experience. There's a couple different rooms that we didn't show you. We include 2 spaces as part of your rental, but there's 5 different spaces, and there's also a groom's room that you didn't see. And the groom's room's amazing with all the arcade experience, bar, cigar lounge for the guys to hang out prior to the wedding. So there's a lot of cool things that we add and include for that experience that you're looking for.
Is event insurance something that your clients would need for Underhill Garden?
Correct, yes. And we have our insurance agent. If you don't already work with somebody, we have someone that's written all the insurance policies that we have. And that's to protect both of us because we want to make sure everything works, seamlessly for your event.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? Awesome.
Good. That means
Guys, your video was fantastic. Thanks so much for being a part of the virtual wedding show.
yes.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
This was fun.
Yeah. Any parting words, last words, anything else that you'd like to tell us about Underhill Gardens?
Yeah, that Underhill Garden. So there's a lot of future expansion that we're working on now. And when you come and take your tour with Stephanie and Kayla, you'll be able to see some of the cool additions we're working on. And it's just a constant project that we just keep working in addition to. So we're excited to have you book a tour with us so we can show you some of the cool things we're talking about. And that way you can see firsthand what sets us apart at Underhill Garden.
I wanted to mention too, we are large space, so we can, due to all of the pandemic and whatnot that's going on, we've got large space to offer for big groups even. So that's a bonus with us, especially right now.
Yeah, space is always an issue, and so our outdoor spaces that we have it separated and compartmentalized to where you can have multiple guests all in the same party but have them in different areas. So that way it really keeps it COVID friendly if that's something you're trying to maintain.
Well, fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the virtual wedding show.
Thank you very
It was
much for having
fun.
us.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us again for the virtual wedding show. That was Stephanie and Joe with Underhill Garden. And I am going to put up the schedule of events because we still have a little bit before our next presenter goes here. So let me get this put up for you here. And please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We are doing Q&A today, but if you think of any questions between sessions, please feel free to reach out and just let us know what those questions might be. I'd love to try and answer some of those for you as we move through the vendors here. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today for the virtual wedding show. I would first like to thank Alpine Ponds Event Center for sponsoring this session today. Without their help, this event would not have been possible. I would also like to thank Idaho Tents and Events as well as IBL Events. Next, I'd like to remind everyone that we are recording these sessions today, so if for some reason you missed somebody that you're really wanting to see, you will still have that opportunity. And presenter information is available on the event schedule currently, so you're more than welcome to check that out as well. We are doing a Q&A session today, so if any brides out there have any questions, if you would please feel free to use that feature to ask your questions, and we'll make sure that all of those questions get answered before the end of each presentation. And then the last item of business I have for you today is, in an effort to keep us on time and running smoothly today, I'll be coming back on the screen at about 5 minutes left, and I'll help answer any questions that I'm able to. And then I'll also prepare us for our next presenter. So now, without any further ado, we have Pam with the Boise Centre.
Hello, thank you so much, Amber, for having me today. My name is Pamela Martin, and I work here at Boise Centre. First, I want to start off by saying congratulations to all of you brides out there. We're really excited that you are considering us for your wedding venue at Boise Centre. So congratulations, this is a big deal, a big day for you, and we're excited that you might be we may be a part of it. All right, without further ado, let's get started. First, what is Boise Centre? Well, we are Idaho's premier event venue. We are located right in the heart of downtown Boise. And as you can see in this picture here, we have two buildings, Boise Centre East and Boise Centre West, that are connected by a sky bridge that goes across the Grove Plaza. Now here's a quick layout of our facility. So you can see we have more than 80,000 square feet of event space. So that gives us more than 30 flexible event rooms. So we can accommodate big, large, lavish weddings, but we also have really great rooms for those small and intimate gatherings. So whatever your particular needs are, we are able to accommodate them here at Boise Centre. Now we also have two full service on-site kitchens, one per building. So you'll have a dedicated team to your wedding reception. And of course, we have high-speed internet throughout our facility and other audiovisual equipment that we are ready to help you with for your special day. All right, let's take care of that big elephant in the room and what everyone's talking about right now. What are we doing to help during COVID-19, and how can we produce events and make them successful during this time? So we work very carefully and closely with our local authorities, the Idaho state government, as well as CDC, to make sure that we are following the recommendations that they are setting forth. Now, a wedding that takes place in August will probably have different recommendations than a wedding that takes place next May or April. So we want to be flexible during our presentation and let you know that there are ways that we have done it in the past, and hopefully we can get back to those ways soon. But then there are also ways that we are working with our brides that are coming up very soon to make sure that our rooms are a little bit more socially distanced so that your guests can feel comfortable. And we are willing to work with you to make sure that you are comfortable and making sure your guests are safe to attend your wedding. So our needs are going to be different depending on when your wedding is and what the recommendations are at that time. And we're working closely with those authorities to make sure that we can be up to date and give you the best information. We have, of course, heightened and increased our cleaning procedures, particularly in the high touch point areas throughout our facility. You know, Boise Centre is known as being a very well-kept, clean, and welcoming facility in Boise. And so we take great pride in that. And we have increased those measures, of course, during this time. We have also created our New World menu, which I'm going to talk to you about a little bit when we get to our catering portion of today's presentation. Our New World menu takes into consideration extra safety precautions during this COVID-19 pandemic. So I'll go over that in a little bit. All right, now let's talk about our event team. We have a fantastic team of 6 event managers ready to help you plan your big day. So we have Stacy Adams, Shira Hotbet, Spend Knudsen, myself, Pamela Martin. There's Brendan Gormley and our event coordinator, Marissa Huffman. Now to start your process off, you will start talking with Marissa. She will get you started with all the materials that you need to help plan your special day and help you with any site visits. We'd love for you to come down and see our facility in person. And then from there, you'll work with your event manager to plan all the details for your wedding. So you come to us for your catering needs, for your bar needs, for how you want the room to be set up, any decorations that you plan to bring in. We're a one-stop shop. So you don't have to have a Rolodex full of people that you have to contact for each department. You come just to your one event manager and we'll make sure that everything is smooth and seamless for your big day. Okay, now let's look at our event spaces. I'm going to start with our largest room. This is the Grand Ballroom, room 100. It's located in Boise Centre West on the first floor. And I want to point out first, I'm going to show you what these rooms look like completely open. They're blank canvas, but then I'm going to show you a few photos afterwards that show just how you can completely transform the space and make it truly your own. So our big ballroom here, the Grand Ballroom, it's a little over 20,000 square feet, and it can be further divided down into smaller spaces if needed. Now, directly across from our Grand Ballroom, we have the Junior Ballroom. So this is great for either smaller, more intimate weddings, or a lot of brides will use this as a cocktail area. So your guests may enter through our main entrance and have a nice cocktail hour in our main lobby as well as our Junior Ballroom, and then eventually open up into that Grand Ballroom to host your big special reception. Now, moving over to Boise Centre East, our ballroom over there is room 400. It's a little over 12,000 square feet, and it can also be divided down further if needed. What I love about this room is the natural light. There are some windows in the back of the room that allow some natural light to come through, as well as this really neat chandelier over there where you can customize it with whatever colors you have chosen for your wedding day. So that's a unique feature to that room. Down the hall from room 400, we have room 420. This is my favorite room in the building. It has floor to ceiling windows that look out over downtown. So you can see all down Main Street from the Egyptian over to the Idaho. You can look up into the foothills. You can see the Highlands, you can see Table Rock, the Capitol building. It's just gorgeous. Whether it's in the daytime where you get to see all of those great things, or later in the evening when you can see the twinkle lights throughout downtown. It's just gorgeous, a beautiful venue. This is a great space for either a smaller wedding, or you could also use this space as a reception room for a cocktail hour before your big reception in room 400, perhaps, if you have a larger wedding. We've also done ceremonies in this room too. I've had a few weddings in that room where they like to have the ceremony here and then move to room 400 for their cocktail hour and reception following. So lots of flexibility with these spaces. But now let's see what they look like when they're all dolled up. So in this picture, these pictures, we have a few different examples. Now, the tables that are nice, long, and rectangular, that group in particular brought those in. That's from a separate decorator. But the other two photos show our 6-foot round tables that we provide here at Boise Centre. And those are our chairs in the photos. And the one with the long table, they just brought chair covers. So that's an option for you too, if you'd like to do that, to decorate your room and make it just the way you like it. We also have, if you look in that bottom photo, there's gobos on the wall, and gobos are projected light images that we can put on the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling to help decorate your space and make it truly unique to you. I've had brides use it to put their initials behind the table or to put them on the dance floor. So a lot of great options that we have here in-house that we're able to help you with, or we can connect you with a decorator to make it as beautiful as you'd like. All of these photos are in our grand ballroom, room 100. Okay. And now these photos are upstairs in room 400 and one in the corner there in room 420. So you can see how you can truly transform the space, especially if you would like to use drape to drape around the room, adding greenery, bringing in your own chairs if you choose to. Like the one picture with all the beautiful drapery has custom chairs, or you can use our chairs as well, which are provided with your room rental. So what comes with the room rental? Well, you'd be surprised. It actually includes quite a bit. Your room rental will include your setup and tear down for the day for all your standard labor hours. It includes your tables and chairs. Those are 6-foot round tables and as many chairs as we need for your guests. It includes standard linens, and you'd be surprised at just how many colors we have to accommodate. So you can choose from our standard linens, or if you'd prefer, you are welcome to go to a decorator and find something fancy that's glittery or shiny or has a velvet texture or anything that you're looking for. We would be happy to work with those vendors for you too. Your room does come with mirrors and votives for your dining tables. Now, it's very common that brides like to bring their own centerpieces, and by all means, please do. Bring whatever you have, and we're happy to have that. But know that this is a backup option for you. If you'd like, you can use our mirrors and votives to enhance whatever you already have. Your room also comes with a basic stage that's 6 pieces of 4-foot by 8-foot stage, which can translate into a 12 by 16-foot stage, or even I think it's an 8 by 24-foot stage. And you are able to rent additional pieces if necessary. So you can use that to add height to your cake table perhaps, or maybe have your head table sitting on a stage. I've seen that at weddings before, or even just having a couple risers for speeches as well. So those already come with your room, as well as a podium with a wired microphone for those speeches if you'd like to use that. We also have house background music throughout our facility, but if you'd like to bring in your own band and DJ, please do so. They'll bring their own house sound system with them that they will plug their own equipment into, and then we will just turn off our house background music. Okay, so that's what's included with the rooms. Next, let's start talking about catering. One of the really great things about working with Boise Centre is that we have an exclusive on-site catering team. So you don't have to go out and find another caterer. We're all here. Our kitchens are ready. Our chefs are prepared. They are ready to host your event. Now, earlier I mentioned our new world menu. You can find that on our website at boisecentre.com, as well as our regular catering menu, which are both fantastic. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about some of the things we're doing for our most recent events, the ones that are coming up in the very near future, to make sure that they are safe during this pandemic time. So one of the things that we're doing is we are setting our rooms without any kind of china on the tables prior to the guests sitting down. So everything will be served as the guests sit, and that's to help make sure that there's no cross-contamination of people sitting in the wrong seat or getting up and moving. So that's one of the little changes that we're making. Another thing that we're doing, if you prefer a buffet, we have chef-attended buffets during this time. So our chefs are able to stand behind those buffet lines and prepare everyone's plate and then hand it off to the guest at the end of the line. So those are a couple of things that we're doing just during these pandemic times, but our chef's creativity is second to none. It is just fantastic. The food here is unparalleled. You can see in these photos just how creative our team can be. It's just delicious. I can't speak highly enough of the quality of the food that you receive when you are here at Boise Centre. Now, please take a look at those menus. Let us know if you have any questions or if you want to do something custom. We are able to work with you and make custom creations as well. Our culinary team is just fantastic. I also want to point out our bars. Again, you don't have to find a bar service. It's all included at Boise Centre. We have exclusive bars in-house. We like to feature Idaho wines. So you'll see a lot of Idaho wines on our list, but let's say there's something special that you really want. You want a specific cocktail, or you really want this specific bottle of wine or champagne for your special day. Please work with your event manager. We are happy to work with our culinary team to help make that happen and make sure we can get you what you'd like for your special day. So those are some of the options with our catering team. Now, I also want to point out, when you're looking on our website at those menus, all the prices are listed there. And those prices do include all of your flatware, your china, all of that's included. So you don't have to find a decorator to provide those things. That's all included with the cost of your meals. So check out that website, that's boisecentre.com, to take a look at those menus. Making sure I covered everything for that, and we did. Okay, oh, one more thing. You can bring your own cake. That is one area where our culinary team knows that there are just really fantastic pastry chefs out there that they specialize in that one area. And so we don't want to compete with them. Please feel free to bring your own cake. Choose whichever baker you feel most comfortable with and that you love their creations. We'll work with you to bring that on site. So here is our full culinary team and the event managers that you will work with to help create that special meal for your day. All right, we love our local partners. Please feel free, if you want to work with a DJ, a live band, florist, a decorator, if you have a planner that you're working with, an officiant, anyone else, like I said, a baker, a pastry chef, let us know. Talk to your event managers, and we are so happy to work with our different partners throughout town. We have great relationships with many vendors. If you need references, we're happy to do so. Or of course, check out the other breakout rooms from today's session so you can learn more about other vendors around town. All right, as I mentioned, we are in the heart of downtown Boise, and that's fantastic because you are in walking distance of so many different hotels. Your guests don't have to necessarily arrange transportation because they can walk right next door to the Grove Hotel, to Hotel 43, to the Marriott Spring Hill Suites, or the Hyatt Place downtown. There are so many local walkable places and so many great locations for an after party too. So it's one of the great things about being downtown. We also have fantastic picture spots around town too. So when you are downtown, there's lots of great places where you can go out and take those beautiful wedding photos throughout our great town. All right, I do want to point out we do have some exclusive packages for attending this session today. Talk to your event manager for details, but you can see these prices are all inclusive of all these things. We have dance floors, stage, chairs, tables, linens, napkins, the tear down, setup, the lights, all these things included with the prices that are listed. We will work with you on the rooms. The rooms that are listed, 100 people in room 420 or 200 people in a third of our grand ballroom, those are not considering social distancing. So that might be for brides that are a little further out. But if you are closer, we will certainly work with you on the room assignments to make sure that you and your guests are comfortable. So please reach out to us. I'm going to give you Marissa Huffman's contact information. She is where you will get started. So please reach out to Marissa at 208-489-3603. Or you can email her at marissah@boisecentre.com. I do want to point out, we spell center a little fancy. Make sure you spell it CENTRE, boisecentre.com. And Marissa's happy to get you started. And we'd love to work with you on your wedding. So I think we're getting close on time. Amber, how do we look? Do we have any questions?
Pam, there are a couple of questions in our Q&A box. The first question I see is, how small of a wedding can you host?
We have so many different rooms to choose from. We can choose, you can do a wedding as small as 15 people if you'd like. We have rooms for every size. So 15 people to 1,000 people, we can help accommodate you.
And then the next question is, do we get discounts at hotels for our guests if we book?
You know, we can work with our local partners, and oftentimes they are willing to extend some kind of special rates, but you would want to work directly with those hotels. So whether it's the Grove Hotel, Hotel 43, the new Hilton's, what is that, Spring Hill Suites or Marriott? Is it? I can't remember the name, but those properties are all nearby. You can work with them directly or with our Convention and Visitors Bureau, and they can help you work out the rates with those hotels.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Pam, for being part of the virtual wedding show today. We really appreciate the Boise Center.
Yes, thank you, Amber. Appreciate it. Please give us a call if you have any questions.
Sounds fantastic. Thanks so much, Pam. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the virtual wedding show with us today. We really appreciate that you're here with us. Next, we have another great vendor coming up. But first, I want to thank Alpine Ponds Event Center for sponsoring this session today. Without them, this event would not have been possible. I'd also like to thank Idaho Tents and Events and IVL Events as well, as they are also main sponsors of the virtual wedding show. Next, I'd like to remind everyone that we are recording these sessions today. So if you missed somebody that you really wanted to see, you will be able to have that opportunity to go back and watch these recordings. And presenter contact information is also in the event schedule. So you'll be able to go and grab their contact information and contact them directly if you'd like. We do have a Q&A available so that brides, if you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature, and we will be answering all questions by the end of each presentation. And then the last item of business that I have is, in order to keep us on time and on schedule today, I'll be coming back in at least 5 minutes till maybe a little sooner when we're about that close, so that I can answer any questions or help answer any questions and prepare for our next presenter. So now, without any further ado, we have Emily with the Vintage Rose in Nampa.
All right, hi guys, this is Emily. We are a outdoor wedding and event venue in Nampa. So I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a little tour of our venue and give you some info as we go through. So this is what you see when you first drive up to the property. Over here, we're going to be walking into the ceremony area. All right, so this is facing the gazebo down there that you would get married at. These are grapes that grow on each side. They have just started to explode with vines lately, so we've been wrapping them up in this wooden structure with the pretty chandelier. So we provide tables and chairs for our couples. We have 200 chairs and tables that fit up to about 200 guests. We also do set up and tear down of both of those. So this is where guests would be seated. These are roses that grow on the right side of the gazebo, and more grapes on this side. We have a little pond back here. We also provide a sound system, so that's something that comes with the rental. There would be 2 speakers at the ceremony and 2 at the reception site. Lots of cute little walkways for photo ops. We recently built bathrooms, so you wouldn't have to do porta potties or anything like that. They're 2 nice indoor restrooms. We just had a wedding out here last night, so we don't quite have everything picked up. These are all fruit trees between the ceremony and the reception site. So the chairs I was talking about, we have 200 of the white foldable that you see over there along the fence. We have 20 round tables and then 5 8-foot rectangle tables. We have a fire pit that's up for use. And here is the reception pad. All of the tables can fit on the cement pad here. With the social distancing though, we are able to put some on the grass just to spread people out a little bit more. And in case of rain, we do have a custom cover for the top of this that we could put up. Here's the bar. And then this is just kind of a photo backdrop area that you could use for whatever. And then we also have on-site parking. So about 75 cars can fit out here. On colder evenings, we also have 4 of the big metal propane heaters that could be used. And then we can go look at our wedding party suites. Cooling, mini fridges, Bluetooth speakers to use. This one does have its own restroom. And then we'll head to the other side. On this side of the property, we're backed up to the Wilson Creek, so we have a lot of big trees, lots of privacy in here. And then on that side of the property, we're backed up to a canal, so same thing, lots of privacy over there. Here's our second room. This one does not have a restroom, but it does have easy access out these doors to the bathrooms we just built. So kind of a changing hang your suits up room. Dartboard for entertainment. All right, this is kind of the third little area that we offer. This one offers a lot of shade because it has the big willow trees, more fruit trees, and then it has this cute gazebo. So this area could be used for ceremony, reception, just photos, first look. There's the creek back there. And we do have quite a few dates left for 2020. Mostly Fridays, Sundays, and a couple of Saturdays. If you wanted to inquire, we're also starting to book for 2021. So if you wanted to inquire, you can either call or text me. My number is 208-565-6655. And that is my personal number as well. So I don't mind texting. Either way is totally fine. We also have Facebook, Instagram, and a website. Our website is thevintagerose.business.site. Facebook is facebook.com/thevintagerosenampa. And Instagram is just at thevintagerosenampa. Here is another pond up front that would be up for photos. I want to think of if there's anything else I can answer. Just more cute little photo ops in here. Oh, we also provide tablecloths. Have ivory flake tablecloths that are included, free to use if that fits your colors. If we have any questions about what we're doing for social distancing, like I said, spacing tables out is great, spacing chairs out. We are providing hand sanitizer bottles, suggesting that couples provide masks. We definitely have enough space out here to spread out. For the wedding last night, they had a great idea. They had reception out here, and then they had separate in the ceremony over there. They played games, and then white gazebo that I showed you. So they really had out. Show you a little more of parking. So this is the back side of the gazebo.
Emily, we had a question about how do you book a tour?
Yes, so just contact me. The tours are with me. So text, call, message me on Facebook, Instagram. Once again, my number is 208-565-6655. We are on a little over 3 acres out here. You can see out past this way, just lots of farmland. We do have a smoking area just right behind the fire pit near the reception. Do we have any other questions on there?
What is your cancellation policy?
Yes, so we have had to change it up a little bit with the whole virus situation. We are now doing, let me think, we just changed it the other day. We are now doing postponements for events that are out of our control, like the virus. Just postponements. We do suggest if somebody thinks that in that situation they would maybe just want to cancel altogether, that they look at getting insurance for that, because we will just be offering postponements. Other than that, I believe it is if you cancel within 180 days, we do a $500 cancellation fee. If it's over 180 days, it's a $250 cancellation fee. And that is if somebody rebooks for that same date, that you get the rest of your money back. Any other questions on there?
One other question was, how big of a tent can you fit in the open area?
How big of a tent?
Yes.
Okay, open area. I wonder which one they're talking about. For this area, the cement slab is a 40 by 60, so we do have a cover for that. Open area. If you needed one for the ceremony, I'm not sure exactly how big you would need. Yeah, I wish I knew which area they were talking about.
There is quite a bit of open area out there.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we have quite a bit of space. So we have the 40 by 60 that comes with it if you needed it. Otherwise, pretty decent sized tents if you felt like you wanted a little more coverage.
Perfect. One question that I have, Emily, that might be helpful is, do you have a list of preferred vendors that you have out there? Do you work specifically
yes.
with certain vendors?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we definitely have a list of people that we love to work with. For food, we don't have any special requirements. You can bring it from home, hire a food truck, have someone cater it. It doesn't matter to us. For alcohol, we just require an Idaho licensed vendor serves. Yeah, and we do have people we suggest for that. One of them is actually also doing the show. It's the Buzzed Philly. Other than that, you can use whoever you want for photography and all that good stuff, but we can definitely refer you to some great people. We also have electricity out here at the reception, so that is an option. Trying to think of what else we haven't covered. We don't do any extra fees or anything.
Do you require event insurance?
Have a $350. We do not at this point. We do not, but we definitely suggest it, especially like I said, with our cancellation policy. If something like the virus happened again, we only do postponement. So if you want it to be double covered and have something, you know, insurance that covers you for that, we would suggest it. But we do not require it.
Awesome. Well, Emily, thank you so much. You have a very beautiful venue.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for being part of the virtual wedding show. We really appreciate you showing us around the venue.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, well, have a great rest of your day.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Thanks. All right, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the virtual wedding show with us. The first one we've ever done, and I don't know about you, but I'm having a lot of fun today seeing all these venues. Some of them are brand new and I've never seen them before, and some of them have been around a while, and I'm very good friends with the owners as well as the coordinators and things. So thank you so much for being here with us today. We do have a couple of more presentations to go. I'm just going to put up here the schedule of events. Unfortunately, because of the weather today, Sandstone Vineyards is not going to be able to join us today. They're really sorry. They wanted to show us their venue, but unfortunately with the weather, they just have to focus on getting that taken care of, as they have some weddings coming up in the next several days that they want to make sure that everything is good for them. So unfortunately, we'll miss them today, but thank you so much for being here with us and checking out the other venues. And we will be right back. I'd like to thank Alpine Ponds Event Center for sponsoring this session today. Without them and their help, this event would not have been possible. I'd also like to thank Idaho Tents and Events as well as IBL Events for helping put this on. Next, I would like to remind everybody that we will be recording all of these sessions today. So if you miss somebody that you're really wanting to see, you will still have the opportunity to contact that presenter later, and you'll be able to watch their presentation. Presenter contact information is also available in the event schedule. So feel free to go grab that information and contact them directly. We do have a Q&A available for you today. So brides, if you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature, and we will be answering all of the questions by the end of each presenter. And then the last item of business I have is, in effort to keep us on time today, I will be coming back on the screen when we are about 5 minutes left with the session, and I'll help answer any questions and prepare for our next presenter. So now, without any further ado, we have Z with Z Christopher Catering as well as CW Penthouse.
Hello, everyone.
Hi Z, thanks for joining us.
Yes, how are you, Amber?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
How's everybody at the wedding show doing today? Okay. So, as Amber said, I am Chef Z of Z Christopher Catering, and we also own the CW Penthouse, 250 South 5th, downtown Boise. Amazing view of the foothills. And I was just coming in today to answer some of your catering questions and concerns in regards to the COVID-19 and how us as caterers are moving forward in this new era of catering. Some of the things that we are doing up here at the CW Penthouse, besides the day-to-day sanitization, cleaning, disinfecting, spacing, is that we're also temp testing our employees using masks and proper gloves for all food and beverage handling. We are also looking at ways to keep an experience at a higher level, but also keep everybody safe. Some of the things that we are looking at doing as we bring events back are individually portioning appetizers for the guests as they come in. So instead of your standard appetizer bar or trade service where everybody has the potential to touch multiple things, we are offering individual 4-packs or single packs for each guest as they come in, have their own unique appetizers. One of the questions I was asked earlier as well was if we were going to be doing buffet service still, or if everything was going to be plated. The way we are looking at that in the short term is that if we decide that you still need a buffet because of timing and social distancing, we will provide the buffet, but we will have our staff serve the buffet, so only one person is touching the utensils, and that the guests are not all touching the utensils. This way, we can ensure that all of our employees have been tested, they're safe, and your guests can get through to get their food in a timely manner. We also will do away with bulk disposable silverware and napkins, and we will either go to a pre-pack all-in-one disposable set, or we will give our guests china and silverware at no cost. This way, we will preset the silverware and china at each table, and thus once it's time for a person to come up to eat, they will bring their own plate. and this prevents a whole stack of disposable plates from being touched by everyone in the line. If we do a plate up service, then all of our staff will be gloved and masked, and we will do tables of 6 or less instead of the traditional 8 to 10. All of our tables are designated at this time for 4 people, and with spacing, we can still get 80 people in the space inside and 130 in the space inside and out, which during phase 4 would be 50% of our capacity per code of 270 people. A couple of the other questions that we have been asked lately about catering and some of our services is our beverage services. One thing that we have decided to go away with was the communal water station. And from this point on until we decide differently, each individual will be given glasses of water or their beverages at the bar upon request, and our staff will fill them. Excuse me. This way we'll be able to prevent multiple people from using multiple glassware. We will also use disposable glassware for our bar services and beverage services in the near future, thus using the one-touch rule and giving new glasses on every request. Some of the things that we offer with the venue for our catering are rentals of plates, glassware, linens, napkins. We do have a full floral company, so we can do all of the floral design up here at the Penthouse. We do offer the rentals of archways and thus. And as we keep changing through the seasons, we will offer new menus and new variations on some classics to make it easier for your guests to eat and enjoy their parties during this time where we want to be safe and secure. You'll notice when you're in our venue, you'll see as you're eating dinner, our staff will come by quite often. If you leave the table with your chair, we will quickly sanitize your chair with Lysol wipes or disinfectant. There is hand sanitizers by our elevator and by our bathrooms for people to get a quick way to hand sanitize their hands as they're going through the event. Other things that we are looking to do are more farm to table or more family style dining, as to where we provide all of the food to each table and then 4 people serve themselves. This eliminates the buffet aspect of standing in line, and it also helps us to ensure that each table is getting one portion of food for that group, and then as we need to give people more food, we can use new containers, new utensils, and make sure everybody is getting fresh food safely. This has been a big trend in previous years of doing the family style, larger portions at the tables for everybody to eat off. And I think this will be one of the biggest trends you'll see in the future, as well as micro taco bars, more grab and go stations, chips and salsa or guacamole, to where everybody goes to their stations and grab a self-contained container of their sauces and maybe a bag of chips. And these will go in the realm of the way brides create to-go gifts for their guests now, using small to-go boxes and other unique items to present food in a new and exciting way for their wedding guests and our corporate guests guests as well have been asking us what we can do differently to keep their guests safe. And several of the things that we are looking at doing minimize the touching of food by multiple people. We're also looking into sealed bags. So when we present breads or rolls to your table, they come in a pillowed plastic bag. So they give you a sense of safety as well as a safe, modern way to look at the bread basket. When we talk to our farmers and we talk to ranchers and we talk to food suppliers at this time, we also ask what they are doing to ensure that everything is going in accordance to CDC guidelines and the state of Idaho's guidance on reopening in phase 3 and phase 4. We ask what their practices are on the farm, on the ranch, how companies like Cisco maintain safety and sanitization from warehouse to door. We have been given a wonderful response to these questions, and most of our purveyors have shown that they are providing proper sanitation and strict safety guidelines and updates when we are requiring them. With this in mind, it gives us the assurance that we can safely tell our guests that their food has come its entire journey safely and properly. As well as our beverage services, we do ask about wineries and distributors, and we also do sanitize all of our product when it comes in. So we do wipe all over the wine bottles, kegs. We do have our keg systems, our soda fountains, and everything thoroughly cleaned bi-weekly now. And we have all of our systems ran through and disinfected nightly, as well as our furniture, our walls, our elevator, our bathrooms, any patio railings. So once you come to the CW Penthouse, you can be assured that we've looked to the safety measures of all of our guests through food, through drink, through venue. When we pick up our flowers through our suppliers, we do it contactlessly. We order them on the phone or through the internet, and we pick the box up outside with no contact. It comes to us. We personally put together the arrangements ourselves, so this in turn results in less contact with multiple people. Any questions that our business communications director could think of for catering right now?
I think that during this time, like Chef Z said, it's very apparent that we make sure everything is safe. One of the bonuses about our catering and floral company is that we do like to personalize, and we are more than willing to work within budgets. I know that at this time as well, budget is a huge factor when it does come to planning your weddings. So we would say that Z Christopher is definitely one of the few that takes that time and opportunity to learn about our brides and their weddings so that we can customize their weddings to them and the food as well. It's a great joy to have a catering from a chef that's well known in the Valley, and in doing that, we, like Chef Z said, we take great pride in making sure that everything is sanitized and taken care of to the best that the bride asks and the wedding party asks of us. If you are interested in any of our products, we are more than happy to either do a Zoom call with you just like this, or email. We can answer any of those questions. We can go over menus, pricing, and floral options as well. We do offer floral off-site. So if you are getting married at another venue and you're interested in our floral services, we will customize and create those arrangements, bouquets, boutonnieres, and get them to you in a safe manner as well. We do centerpieces and arch decorations. So we have a lot of opportunities for you brides out there to get exactly what you're looking for your wedding, and to also be able to stay within your budget. All right.
Yes. So a couple other questions that I've received lately are some of the trends that I believe we will be seeing this year in accordance to wedding catering and catering in general. And a lot of the things that I believe you're going to be seeing that are more unique as of last year with the grazing tables, the charcuterie, you're going to start to see more focus on local foods other than just produce and meat. You're going to start to see sauces and influences from international people in the area come to the wedding front. And you're also going to see new ways to express the individuality of the bride and groom through food, as to be new popcorn bars. You're going to see new grab and goes, new bento boxes, new things like food trucks becoming more of a viable wedding form of catering, as they can provide a safe, secure solution that comes right to your door. We also believe that some of the more unique styles of cooking and preparation, such as the Korean, the kimchi, the Middle Eastern foods, will become more exciting and more of a trend in the wedding industry this year, as well as some more thought into pairings and making food and beer pairing or food and wine pairing a new aspect of the wedding as well. We do see a lot of guests up at the CW Penthouse from outside the valley, and they like to showcase Idaho when they bring their guests in for weddings. So we do see a lot of people requesting local beers and local wines, but now we're also starting to see them request that we are pairing our foods with these local drinks. And we're also asked to be able to provide information to their guests on where they can find these products and who some of the product purveyors are. So we like to take the time to explain how we get this product, even though we can't send them to the Saturday market as we have done in the past. We can still give them phone numbers, email addresses, so they can reach out to local food people and get these products shipped to them all over the country. And us in turn can also provide more education and more training to our staff in regards to what we can use locally for our guests, and something that's not just chicken or roast or pasta for a wedding. We can give healthier, more creative options that suit the bride and groom and their vision in a modern 2020 way. And as I have said before, and I will say quite often again in these next few months and in the future, safely and securely, with high levels of sanitation and great concern for our guests and their guests. Now, I believe if Amber is correct, we were going to switch to discussing our venue and some of the accommodations that we offer at the CW Penthouse. And on that note, I will hand the Zoom over to Christina to take a little walk around the CW Penthouse. Enjoy.
All right, we are so excited to be able to have this virtual wedding show in our venue so that you can see all of the wonderful things that is offered here. I'm going to switch us around and kind of give you a quick tour of the penthouse. So this is the penthouse. We are on the 9th floor of the CW Moore building. We do often say that we have the best view. We always say we have the best view. It's been raining today, but I am going to take a leap of faith and go outside just so that you can experience what this view really, really looks like. So here is our outside patio area. The bonus thing about the summer weddings is this is part of your wedding. You can either hold your ceremony out here, or you can have your ceremony and reception out here. So it's kind of your choice. You know, due to weather, obviously today probably would not have been the best day to have your ceremony out here earlier today, but it's actually turning out to be a wonderful and amazing afternoon. So like I said, here's this view. We have the view of the Capitol, the iconic picture place that everybody thrives to get into their wedding photos. This is one of our arches. This arch we just got built for us, custom built. This will be available to rent, and your options are we can decorate it for you, or you can decorate it however you wish. If we decorate it for you, we will go into consideration of everything that you ask for. The rain did not do it any justice, and I do apologize, but this is an amazing arch. Here are some other things and views that we have up here on the patio. So with your renting of this space, you do get to utilize this patio the best of your want. So we can either set up your reception out here, like I said, we could set up your ceremony out here. You could even have both of them out here. It's your choice. These are our chairs. They are really, really pretty chairs, and they do come with the renting of the space for you. I'm gonna go back inside. I'm trying to walk as slow as I can so I don't give everybody seasick. So once again, we are back here in the venue inside of the penthouse. It's very wide, very open space. This is our bar area over here. Like we talked about in the catering side of it, we do offer bar service, and it's a great compliment to the guests when you have that option. Chef Z, waving hi to everybody. And then over here, we do have a setup just so you can kind of see maybe what it might look like when you have your wedding here. These are some of the rentals that we do offer. We offer the plates, napkins, silverware. We love to work with Idaho Tents and Events and Rents. We get a lot of stuff from them. So that's another wonderful opportunity, is that we will work with your coordinator, with yourself, with any other vendors you are working with, and be able to help you bring up those things that you need to have the most beautiful wedding that you could possibly have up here. So lots of space, like I said, and just slowly turn around so you can see this venue and all that it has to offer. high ceilings, wonderful lighting, and of course, if it's a late fall wedding or winter wedding, you still get the view because of these beautiful, beautiful windows that we have to offer. All right. Turn you back around. So we are super excited to participate in this show today. And if you have any questions or would like to go ahead and take a tour of the Penthouse, you are more than welcome to give us a call and we will get that scheduled with you. If you'd like to come up and sit down and we can go over menus for your wedding or any floral as well, we are so excited to do that. And one of the other things that we would like to offer is that if you just have a simple question and maybe you just don't know who to ask, we are more than welcome to do that for you as well, answer any questions you might have. Yes, and I am an in-house ordained officiant as well. So if you need somebody to conduct your ceremony, I will be more than happy to do that for you as well. I also do custom ceremonies, and I take the time to sit down with the couple, learn about you, and make sure your ceremony is perfect, just the way you're looking for it to be that day. All right.
Christina and Z, what is your cancellation policy at this time?
Right now, in our contract, I'm gonna go grab one real quick and pass it to Z. Here we go.
So as she's actually going to get our new contracts outlining our cancellation policy, the one thing I did want to mention while we were here is if anybody did want to schedule a tour to come up and look at the venue, our event coordinator, Alice Simpson, would love to schedule tours, and her number is 208-331-3516. And she's available to give individual or group tours at this time. And I will hand you back to Christina.
All right, thank you. So when it comes to our cancellation policy at this time, we did enforce the force majeure clause, and we are saying that at this time, once you sign our contract, we will not be able to refund any of your deposits. We will take your consideration of rescheduling you. We do have quite an opening now due to COVID, so we are booking up fast for next year, as we have had to reschedule several of our weddings. But you know, as of right now, cancellation is an option of just rebooking. We are a venue 7 days a week, so you know, sometimes if a Saturday is booked, but you're more than happy to do it on a Tuesday night, we will do that for you. We will make your dream come true no matter what day of the week it is, especially during this time and how difficult it has been for weddings and brides. So that is where we're standing right now when it comes to our cancellation.
Is the cancellation policy the same for catering as well as the venue, or do you have separate policies?
All of our services are included in the same cancellation. When you book the venue and you put that deposit down, that is the only deposit that we require. We do not require an additional catering deposit or floral or other services deposit. So once you put down the $500 to $800 deposit, that is the only deposit required, regardless of the amount of services that you hire us to do.
Since you are a caterer that owns a venue, do you allow other caterers to come into your venue, or is Z Christopher the exclusive caterer for CW Penthouse?
Right now, we are not offering for other caterers to be able to come up into the venue just due to the safety of it. as we move forward in the different phases and the governor opens up more, that will definitely be a consideration that we will go back to, as it has been in the past, that you are allowed to contract your own caterer outside of us. But due to these times right now, we are saying that we are going to be the only caterers up here. And that's kind of going back to what we talked about before, in that we want to make sure that we stay within your dream and what you want. So we will work with you as much as we can to make sure you get the food that you're wanting. And so, sorry about that. So you can get the food, your dinner, and you know, we do have the options of working with all ethnicities of food. That's one of the bonuses about having a chef be the owner of the catering company. So if you want barbecue, we can make barbecue happen. If you want Asian, we can make Asian happen. Same thing with Mexican, Italian, whatever it might be. We will work with you to get that dream completed. But as of right now, no. Z. Christopher will be the only caterer that is going to be up at the Penthouse.
So with that answer, are you do you have preferred vendors that you work with for other aspects of the wedding industry? Or it sounds like you can pretty much handle anything that somebody throws at you, because you have catering, a venue, floral, you have an officiant. I guess photography would be one of the few that you would have available for CW Penthouse.
Yes. What's that? And DJs, yes. So we don't do cakes, and we don't do DJing or photography like you mentioned. So at that point, you know, you can contract those out as you need, and just let us know who it is so we can get in contact with them. We do have preferred vendors, you know. We like BCI, we like
Amaru or Greg Marsh Cakes. We like DJ Dave. We like Soundwave.
As in the photography, we at this time don't have somebody that we are currently referring, but I do know that, you know, in the same aspect, I have seen and heard that other photographers are taking the same precautions, and they're working with the wedding party, the bride and groom, to make sure that everybody is keeping the safety and the distance needed as they move forward with their pictures.
Awesome. And then are all of your preferred vendors listed on your website, or would that be something that they can get from your venue coordinator?
Yes.
Yeah, that's something that they're going to get through our venue coordinator. So whether that be Alice, myself, or Chris, we can get those preferred vendor lists to them. When they come up and have a tour of the CW Penthouse, they will sit down with Alice, and she will go through the contract with them, show them a picture. We have a big, huge book of pictures so they can see what other weddings would look like up here, and then go over that preferred vendor list with them.
So because I know you personally, I know that you also run a restaurant out of the Penthouse, or you used to. Is the restaurant also operational, or is that not happening right this moment?
We are, yes, we are up and running. We have seating inside and outside. So we are a Monday through Friday cafe from 11 to 2. We are, and that's another reason why we do have the picture book, is because sometimes when you come up and take a tour, it still is set up like a cafe, and it might be hard to see your vision, but take it in consideration that, you know, once we book you and we have you up here for your wedding, it won't be set up cafe style. We will make sure it is your perfect dream.
So with that, would you be able to say I want a Tuesday afternoon wedding, but it's during cafe hours? Is that a possibility, or is that something that we would need to be outside the cafe hours?
No, that's a negotiation that we can make happen. we always want to make sure that we give all of our customers the best service we can. And if need be, it becomes a Tuesday, then we do just close the cafe down that day, let everybody know what's going on, and we come back the next day. If somebody still needs lunch service in the building, we offer them delivery service, and we just deliver food to their office floors.
Awesome. So as we were walking around the outside of the venue and kind of in the background behind you, I noticed these really awesome looking boxes that you have outside. What are those?
So those are our planter boxes. We keep those up during cafe hours, and if the bride and groom would like them to be part of their wedding, we will definitely leave them out. They're on wheels, so we can move them, or you can keep them. Right now, the only thing that we have in them is grass, because that's the one thing that grows the best up in this. It does get hot up here, and it gets windy up here. So we have to make sure that we can grow things, put things in there that can grow. But if a bride is much interested in them, we can work with her to so that she can use them as well.
And we have these pallet planters made for us by Hall Family Furniture. And what we asked them to do was take our pallets that we had left over from another project and the wood we had left over from the remodeling of our space here. So when you come in and see the wood pillars inside of our venue, we took the leftover wood and created them planters to give us a little more of a natural touch on the inside and the outside.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much for being part of the virtual wedding show today. We really appreciate you taking some time out of your busy day and showing us your beautiful venue.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much, and we hope to see everybody real soon. Stay safe.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, that was Z Christopher and Christine with the CW Penthouse, as well as Z Christopher Catering. Thank you so much for being a part of the virtual wedding show today. I hope you got all of the answers that you were looking for and you met all of the vendors that you were hoping to. If for some reason you were unable to make it to all of the vendors that you were looking to check in on or double check and make sure they're still running, please feel free to reach out. You can reach out to us at Idaho Tenson Events any day of the week. We're here Monday through Friday. We're also here for several hours on Saturdays. We are closed on Sundays, but we have several people that still work from home pretty much that can answer any of those questions if you have them. Again, thank you so much for being a part of it. Thanks to Alpine Ponds for sponsoring this breakout session. And thank you to Idaho Tenson Events and IBL Events for putting on this wedding show. Again, brides, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and we are willing to help in any way that we can. The presenter contact information is available on the event schedule, and all of these recorded sessions will be available for you to review any of the ones that you already viewed, or also allow you the chance to view any that you may have missed. And thanks again. Have a great rest of your Saturday and try and stay dry.